3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This is Betty. I'm one of the weight loss mentor. And we have a special guest today, Yasoda. She has done the program in the past. She has done 2 rounds. And in total, she has lost 17 kilos. Thank you so much, Yasoda, being our special guest to come here to share your story.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm more than pleased to share something that I really enjoyed. So thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you so much. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm really keen to ask with you is, in the first place, why you wanted to do the gut health program or say like this weight loss program?
So thank you, Betty. First of all, where my motivation came, of course, it was after having 2 babies and having full-time work in management, I never really had time to self-care, and I started slowly gaining weight. Because my metabolism might have been sluggish and not having any cleansing or not eating healthy. Slowly I gradually started putting on weight, and I'm not a very tall person. I'm only 5 feet tall, and I was up to 72 kilos, and I had gestational diabetes. And initially it's about the health, but also when your clothes stop fitting you, motivation when you need to stop and think I need to do something about it. Before I had you as my mentor, I also wanted to let everybody know that I have been doing like a yo-yo dieting, different types of dieting, which actually made it worse because I was not doing the right thing, starving myself, and it would only last for a week or something. And when I go back to my normal diet, then it would all be coming back double the amount of weight I lost. So that was the initial steps when I really thought that I need to look after myself and do something about my health.
Thank you so much. You almost answered my second question that I really wanted to ask. So that is about apart from all those gut health or say weight loss program in the market or that you might know already, why you decided to choose this program, especially is there any reason?
Yes, so I have done similar program with someone else in the past where I had a mentor. But what happened was after I bought the products, I could not reach the mentor or anything. And I had no idea about the program. Basically, there were no support at all. But then when I, came to the Zoom session with you, and then I thought this is something that I felt really supported. And also the most attractive thing in this program is we are eating real food. And my weight gain was not so much because of overeating. I was not eating throughout the day, but then I was eating more at night time, which was not the right food, and my body was taking very slow to digest, and a lot of the energy was being stored as a fat. So when I heard about the program and how it all worked, how it has got different steps, so I really I did my research as well, so I knew that it's going to work for me and work for my lifestyle. So that's why I chose this program, and having a mentor like you was also something that I found very helpful.
Thank you so much. Would you like to share some of the personal changes that you felt after the program? Did you achieve something out of this program?
Oh yes, so 17 kilos in 2 rounds.
Absolutely.
But then it's not with this program. When I was in the program, the compliments I got, besides the weight loss I got, was my skin was much healthier. And also other thing I noticed was my energy level was really great. And it is still, because some of the supplements and the minerals, I still take them as my routine now. So that was number one. And number two was how it not only teaches you how to lose weight and that's it, but it actually helps you to maintain that healthy lifestyle, that 80.
Thank you so much. I think that's really inspiring to many people here today who hasn't done the program or who is just planning to do the program. So that thank you so much. And the next thing I would like to ask with you today, Yashoda, what made you to decide to come and share your story today with us?
Yeah, because so I really like the program,
Vida is
and
love.
all the festive season, everybody has been eating a lot of food, and it's about festival. But I'm so confident that I know this program. I know how to nourish my body. I know how to detox it when it's needed. And lot of people are like me, trying lot of yo-yo diet. i I have a funny one. Once upon a time, many years ago, I did a soup diet. So it's kind of you a bit soup instead of all the food.
Okay.
Shivering, like my blood pressure really dropped and I was so weak. And
Okay.
I anyone to go through that when we have got this amazing story,
Mhm.
and it's realistic and it's achievable. And I thought if I share something that I have done, then it will be motivating for other people who are sitting at the fence, like either to do this program or not. And I think the happiness, the happiness that
Yeah.
every day when you jump into the onto the scale, and it's a
Yeah.
drop, like it's a drop and you are one step closer to the target. And when I have other friends who have done the program as well, and their face just lit up, and I think we should share
Mhm.
that happiness
Yeah.
as well.
So that's the main reason why I asked you about this question, because we do have many people who have done the program, but sometimes they don't feel comfortable to come forward and share their stories. But I think because of you, many people might be thinking of sharing their stories in the future or in the coming days. Thank you so much. And so far, like, how was your experience with the mentoring part? You touched a bit about that in like earlier, but
Yeah.
then, do you have any specific things to share about the mentoring part in our program, like what the people can
Yeah,
get?
yeah, sure. I think that mentoring part is very helpful and very positive in this program, and you don't have to pay for the mentoring, and you have been always there, even when I had like, oh, there was no loss today, but then when I talked to you, and it was really motivational, because if you don't have that some, then you might get off the track, lose that motivation, and you just give up. But mentoring was the most helpful part for me with this program. And the beauty is you are still my mentor. Like, even though I might not have bought the products of you this month, or I have not bought anything, you are still there. I can still flick some to my mentor, and you have joined me in different groups of similar people, and which is also kind of helpful. We share the recipes, and even sometimes I jump in and I share my tips as well. How preparation is the key. I
Mhm.
send photos that I have done. So it's like not just the mentor, one-on-one mentor during the program, but I think it's building the community and that togetherness, like really positive mindset people together. So I think that's the beauty of the program.
Thank you so much. That was really inspiring and motivating. I'm really glad to hear that. And just to go into a bit details about the meal plan and the food list, so the people here know. So, how did you find the meal plan in our program, like including the food list? Like, was it easy to follow, or was it easy to find in the supermarket? And giving the fact that we do have, like now, our business is expanding to India, so I would also like you to cover, like, especially for the South Asian people, like people from India, Nepal, or around countries, like neighboring countries. So are these food lists something like easier to get access to?
Yeah. uh, where now, like everything listed in the program, I have never struggled to purchase them. And I think it suits Nepalese and Indian food anyway, because a lot of the spices that we use, we can still use with the program, like the cumin, the coriander and stuff like that. You can even use curry leaves, things like that, to spice it up. And with the meal plan, with myself, I'm not a fussy eater, so it was really easy for me. Once I know which group protein I need for the dinner and what protein I need for the lunchtime, basically I would prepare beforehand. So I plan for the whole week what protein I'm going to have, and I would buy the varieties of vegetable from each group. So when I put it in the fridge, I put it according to the group of the veggies that I can swap. So for me, it was not that hard. So, and it suited the food I ate. The only thing I didn't have was the oil. But basically, that's not healthy for you. And once you go to 80-20, you can, have a healthy balance of having whatever you like for 20% of the time. So I really never struggled with the meal plans or purchasing anything that's on the list. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was really, really helpful. And just to put this question forward, like, do you have any tips? Like, some people really struggle to maintain that hydration of 3 liters water. So did you follow any tip to maintain that 3-liter water during the program
Yeah.
or even after the program? Because it's kind
Yeah.
of, yeah.
Yeah, I did remember you shared in our support group, like, the timetable for water, like it was 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I can't remember the exact time, but how I did was before breakfast and before morning tea. And I focused on consuming those 3 liters before 6 p.m. So the last drink I will have is only my probiotic, which is before bed. But otherwise, I didn't have a lot of water, because sometimes what we do is we don't remember to drink throughout the day, but then we overload our system at night to make that 3 liter. That's a huge mistake, because that would be too much for our kidneys and our heart when we drink a lot of water at night. So we have to spread it out. So either we can put the times and just put a little alarm in your phone, but you will get used to it by week 3. I didn't even have to remember. I just automatically, naturally, it comes to you. You always carry your water bottle wherever you go, and you can tips. And if people don't like drinking water, you can just lemon, or something like cucumber and lemon to make it a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, those are the tips to keep you hydrated.
Sounds really, really easy and helpful. Like, isn't it, to listen to
ah
you? Looks like anyone can follow the program easily, isn't it?
yeah, and
Thank you
if
so much.
not worried, because I know how to like maintain that
Course as well.
and it's not difficult at all. I have done it, so anyone can do it. I have got 2 kids, full-time job, I still cook for people. And I use the same protein, so I make their own food, but then I have my healthy lifestyle food with the same ingredients, but I cook it differently.
Thank you so much. If we continue talking, like, I think it will go forever. But I would like to ask you, what was the happiest moment or the happiest story of, like, part of this story would you like to share today?
Taking before and after photos, that's why I could not a nice picture. But I do remember the day when I sent you that photo of my lehenga, and
Mhm.
I could not believe, like, and I had not tried it for a couple of years. And
Mhm.
after that 2 round program, I was only 54 at that time. I have gained a little bit now, but it was amazing. I did not believe. Yes, I knew the weight loss was there, but I could never believe that I will lose so much, like, circumference from my
Mhm.
waist. That's the hardest part for me, because my body structure is built that I am round in the middle. But
Mhm.
with the program, it you can lose from any part of your body.
Okay, that
So that's
sounds really interesting.
because I knew, yeah, I was progressing, but when I actually tried the older cloth, um, but other happiness is when I really wait until the morning to see going to lose. And
Yeah.
when I, like, oh, today I lost 400 grams, like, that's the happiness.
Thank you so much. That was really helpful. And we can, Vijaya, take some questions from the audience today, like if they have any. You are mute.
Sorry about this. So we'll be ending this recording now. So thank you very much, Yasoda. Thank you very much, Bedi. Let's end the recording and then we will take questions after this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.